Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do an update on the car this time because I haven't done that in quite a while. And specifically I wanted to talk about paint protection film, how much I put on, and how much do you really need? Because I keep adding it. I think I'm at the point now where I probably don't need any more. So I just put some more on at my favorite place, Automobilia in West Haven. Great guys there if you ever need paint protection film or tinting or anything like that in the southwestern Connecticut area. That's the place to go. These guys are just amazing, and they're not promoting me in any way. It's just my own feeling. Fantastic, and you should see the cars they have there. It's amazing. Like it's like a walk through a car museum, and these are all just owners that are bringing their cars there to have film done or whatever. But anyway, I did put more on, and you might ask, okay, first of all, why do you need paint protection film? Well, I think it's a great idea because it really keeps the car protected. Back in the days, we used to put masks on in the 80s. Those would be like kind of like a vinyl black covering that would strap to the nose. But nowadays, modern times, we have what's called paint protection film. The top brands that make it are Xpel and Scotchguard. There's also Suntek out there. They're all pretty good. My car actually has Scotchguard on the front nose, and it has Xpel everywhere else. Scotchguard is also on the bottom rockers too, and behind the wheels. So back to my point, why do you need paint protection film? Because it's going to take the damage of the rocks and everything that flies at your car at speed, and normally would put a big chip in the paint, and trust me, they're big chips. They go down right to the primer, if not farther, and they leave a nasty mark, which is hard to get out. You can put some touch-up paint on it, but you're going to end up doing that constantly, and it's just going to be a nightmare. So if you want to preserve the factory look, do yourself a favor, put some film on there. And you can always peel it off at some point. It's got a 10-year warranty typically, so it's made to last a while, but you could peel it off, you'll be right back down to the fresh factory paint. So any car that you care about, I would do this on. If you buy a new car, you're probably best off just having it done like almost right away, if not right away after you drive it off the lot, so that it kind of preserves that beautiful factory paint. And then the other argument is, well, you know, paint protection film is pretty expensive. Why don't I just have the car repainted? Well, yeah, I mean, hey, you can, and it actually might be cheaper, because paint protection film is not cheap. If you add up every time I've gone and had paint protection film put on this car, I'm over $2,000 in film right now. I'll put a graphic up for you guys to look at how much I've spent on this car. Granted, it probably would have been cheaper if I had just done it all at one time, which I didn't do. But it can get pricey, and you know, my thought process was like, geez, why don't I just get the car repainted, you know, after a few years if it's really all damaged? I mean, it's $2,000 is going to get me, you know, a decent paint job, or at least be able to fix the chips and stuff. But you know, there's a thing about having factory paint and keeping it that factory look and never having it repainted, and I guess that's kind of what I'm going for. The other good thing about it is once that film is on there, really easy to clean. You don't even have to worry about like scrubbing it hard or getting bugs off, and if it leaves little fine scratches behind, because the film heals itself. Kind of like if you sit out in the sun, it kind of just melts back to a gloss finish again. They call that self-healing, which is a great benefit of having it on. Not only is it protecting your car, and it's like kind of that sacrificial layer that will take the damage and protect your paint underneath, but you can kind of be rough with it and it's still gonna look gorgeous. So let me go over with you guys what I did on the car and where I am at right now, 14 months into ownership on this car with the paint protection film, what I've done and what I've just kind of left exposed. You guys let me know if you agree with where I'm at and how much I've spent. Would you do it? Would you not do it? Anyway, let's check it out. So originally I had the front nose done. I actually purchased the film online. I don't recommend you do that. I would just go to the installer and let them install the film because they know how to cut it just the right way that they like it. And if you bring a film to them that you bought, like me, from the internet, even though I bought Scotchguard, they wouldn't warranty it because it's not film supplied by them. So I, in all my wisdom, thought, I'm gonna install this myself. It's not that hard, trust me. Don't try. It's hard, and if it doesn't come out perfect, you're gonna kick yourself and you probably end up taking it back off. That's what happened to me on the rocker panels. I figured, let me start with those. Those are probably easy. I got it on. I wasn't happy with it, so I had the guys take it off and put on their own film. You can watch more about that in my other paint protection film video if you want to check it out. There's a link up there for it. But anyway, I had the front nose done, I had the rockers done, and behind the front and rear wheels done. Then as time went on, I noticed a nick in the front, in the hood, front of the hood. Now it was on the lower part of the hood. It was, let's see, it was probably around here, this area. But I went and had the whole hood done. I figured, you know, if it hits here, it's gonna hit somewhere else some day in the future. And I didn't really want the film just to come up halfway, because even though it is very invisible and it's very difficult to see that you have anything installed, if you do look, you can see where it ends. You have to look close, yeah, but you can see where it ends. So I figured just do the whole hood. Now you can't tell. There's no way to even really know that I have film on here unless you open the hood up and you can see underneath where the film ends. But if you're looking at it from here, very difficult to tell there's film on this car. Very difficult. Have it done at a place that knows what they're doing, because that's how you're gonna be able to say that. Because if you have it done at a place that cuts corners, you'll see. Yeah, people will know that you have film on. They'll be like, especially around the front hood emblem. If they're a good shop, they're gonna remove that emblem and they're gonna put the film on, and then they're gonna put a new emblem on top. And that's what I did here. Some of the cheesy shops will have a cutout around it, and you'll be able to see that very easily, and it doesn't look good, so don't do it that way. Make sure your shop is reputable. Make sure they're doing it the right way. Ask all the questions, be picky. That's the advice I can give you. And you know, you shouldn't overpay either. You can get a good job at a good price. Just shop around a little bit. The shop that I go to now, Automobilia, they use all Xpel. Super good guys there. So anyway, the whole front nose is done, minus headlights. Didn't have the headlights done. Probably don't need them. I haven't seen any damage on the headlights at all. But it's something I may consider in the future. I think a lot of shops, if you do the whole nose, they're going to give you a package where they give you everything and the headlights and the mirrors, which I didn't have done either. So far I haven't seen any damage on the mirrors. I haven't seen any damage on the headlights, so I haven't had that done. If you walk around the car, now that I've had the whole front nose done, underneath right where this crease is and everything down has film on it. So I've started by doing the rocker panels only, and just behind the wheels in the front and the back. Back behind the wheels is done as well. And then I noticed a chip a little higher on the door. It was below the crease, so I had them put a strip there as well. The back of the car I never had done. I don't think it's needed. The back of the car does get very dirty, but it doesn't get exposed to chips and rocks. If I was going to do anything on the back, I might do the lights, because, and the only reason I say that is the lights are really susceptible to scratching because they're plastic. And as careful as I am cleaning this car, and trust me, what my wife can attest to how careful I am with this car, I'm pretty much obsessed. I still see scratches in the lights in the sun, and that's from me cleaning it, because it wasn't like that when it was new. So if I had filmed it, film protected it right at the beginning, I wouldn't have that problem, and they'd be pristine underneath, and they would be pristine with the film on, because the film would look great. I didn't have that done. It's kind of too late now. I mean, they've already gotten a little bit of scratching, so I don't know, maybe I'll do it. I think I'm pretty much done though. If I did do those, you know, you can do those like in a smoke color or something. It might look cool. So that's really it. This side of the car is the same as the other side. I would recommend doing the whole nose, and then I would do the bottom of the car, basically up to the crease on the Model 3, or if your car is different, maybe it has some kind of, I just follow the bodywork, so that way it's very unnoticeable. I mean, if you looked close, you could see where it ends, but you really have to get right up to it to look at it and see. And then do behind the rear wheels. I have a little strip that goes up and a little patch down at the bottom, and that protects any rocks and chips from the wheels, unless you're going to put mud flaps on. But I like the clean look. This is how it came. The car never came with mud flaps, so I like to keep it factory looking. And that's pretty much my take on the paint protection film for this car. So let me know what you guys think. Did I go too crazy? Did I do too much? Would you do more? I think I'm into the car on film for over $2,000 now, so I think I probably want to stop there. And I think I have enough protection to keep the car in good shape for years to come. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and like and subscribe if you don't mind, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Got that. Hey guys, that about wraps it up for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, click that link up there. It really helps me out and keeps me motivated to make more great content for you guys. And if you want to see more from this channel, click that link over there, or click that link over there. If you made it this far, guys, I owe you a drink. We'll see you next time. Thanks again.